Serious, parents of Reddit, what is a long-term parenting decision that you or your partner made that you regret? Buying too much crap, from birth on. I think we're suckered into buying all this crap. 99% of which we or our kids don't need. Then add in all the crap the grandparents give. Stuff from b-day parties. Etc. 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 And you end up then having to buy organizing systems for it all. That used to drive me insane. Dana Covey had this great monologue about how his kid threw a temper tantrum for a $9.99 hunk of plastic. I bought far too many of those. I helped my child too much with their schoolwork. I thought I was doing something good. But in retrospect, it was wrong. This is especially true of middle school. That is where they need to develop the independent study habits they apply in high school. Force them to complete their homework correctly by themselves. Staying with my wife for the kids. We had a toxic relationship towards the end and it definitely spilled over into our parenting. The kids were never abused or anything like that. But they were subjected to listening to and experiencing things I wish they never had. My son was having a hard time keeping up in school. His doctor said he had ADHD and should be on one of the many medications for the condition. I said no. We tried other things for a year. Nothing we tried worked. After a year I relented and he started taking the medicine. Came home from school the very first day and said, "Daddy, I'm smart. I'm good at school." I smiled and hugged him and said, "I know, buddy. You're really smart." I cried when he walked out of the room and I still cry whenever I think of it. I had no idea he even knew he was behind. I'll always feel like a total asshole for wasting a year of my son's academic life. Also, it is a good idea to let kids struggle with new things and figure it out themselves, like zipping up a jacket. They develop a sense of accomplishment and necessary logic skills for the future. Parents who do everything breed kids who are clueless and lack street smarts especially. I think many people, including my partner, try to be best friends with their kids versus the parent. This leads to super whiny and demanding kids. Also, it forces the other parent to take charge and always be the bad guy, which can be frustrating. As a parent, my job is to make sure my kids turn out okay. Not necessarily that we are besties and share every detail of life. Becoming a parent with the wrong person. Not being a cold-hearted bastard about sleep training. You make these short-term survival decisions that end up being habits that are harder to break years down the road. I wish I'd tried to be more engaged. But I was battling depression and he was content to play on his own and seemed to even prefer it. Now he's almost 10 and he's like a tiny stranger. We have nothing in common. Not being more engaged in my children's lives.